Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up. Alright, welcome back everybody. Look at this, we're back here, about to talk to Julius and begin our long march. If you remember Julius from the previous episode, he tried to steal supplies from us. And Lucina and her sister died. But unfortunately, we're now going to use Alphina's Eorzea as, effectively as, pushing forward while we follow this idiot around. So, let's just follow him and see where we go. Over that hill, right? Now, mind you, this thing said we also shouldn't attack anybody, so going for our weapons is clearly out of the question. Because for some reason, that actually goddamn matters. That's a bear. Please don't run near the bear. Why? They must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. I like the fact you two tell me, wait, not the easiest surface to run on. I find it really funny this game goes, don't piss off any of the wild animals, and then proceeds to put a freaking giant grizzly bear inside the freaking zone of me having to follow them. God, I'm not an idiot. Better not draw attention. Somebody's literally asking if people are doing fates. The chances of that are probably slim to none, seeing as most people are like me. That's the station, I presume. And they're doing Endwalker's story still. Like, to get in, to actually be able to get into this game, I had to sit in queue for about an hour or so, maybe two, just to get in. And it was with only, I think there was about 3,000 people wait. I only had one 2002 crash, and when I got to about 20, and then when I came back from that crash, I was at 2,600, and it actually wasn't that bad. Something like the ones in Hydaelyn. We're here, I think. And actually, the fun thing is actually when I did it, I didn't crash again, so I actually got through the whole thing and then joined the game at like 2,300. It was awesome. I didn't have to wait that long. Well, I didn't have to wait that long after that. Oh. This place is cool. This is it, the first stop, that is. Good, looks like friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. I really don't think Rid's not here. Alright. We're getting close to Imperial Palace, if one can still call it that. It really is a terrifying sight to behold. I wonder what sort of conditions Julius' converts are living in. If there are any sense, they would pick somewhere like Victor's Spoils to take shelter. Actually, that is an excellent question. They're this close to the tower. How do we know this guy isn't tempered? North of the station is Regio Dornament, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs, will tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off. Understood? That's actually very worrisome to me. Wait, I got thigh boots? What do they look like? Hog. Hog. I dye them black. Hog. Yeah, that'll never happen. From here, we'll head northeast, keep to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye, they spared their own, but slaughtered the rest without hesitation. They will try to avoid detection. Chance of sneaking by completely unnoticed are some of the best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. What's this? A random text message. I don't care about that. I hate iPhones with that stupid light. Stupid flashlight. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing weapons. Well, I doubt they will be foolish enough to stab their guy in the back. I will not take the chance. With that said, let us proceed. So wait a minute. So we went from Okay, so we went from following in the old sense, and are now what the hell is that? I think is that the thing you get with the, Noth? You do their beast tribe quest? That's what that looked like to me. Oh, I knew this was what they were gonna do. I think he's just standing his ground while I gotta deal with this. I love that. Don't worry, pal, I got these. Oh, he's dead. I love the fact that Windbite and well, Stormbite and Caustic Bite both add to that chance of unlocking that. That is really cool. We must stay alert. God damn, we're very capable of holding our own. I see why your comrades chose you. Julius, Continue has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would be taken into custody that we may miss their treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Said so, for all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people, they're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Wow. So from his perspective, even though I think in his heart, I think he would love to help his countrymen, I think he has suffered enough where people have went out of their way to try to, like, help these innocent civilians, and all it has resulted in is the fact that more death has occurred. So at this point, they're kind of reaching a kind of like a zombie side of things, which is there's nothing you can do for these people, just kill them. It's a bigger mercy than that, because you're not losing more of your own people as a result. I love Land Light. It's a cool new ability. I'm glad I have this. Oh, I got stunned. Ow. Oh, I just did that ability twice. I hate me. Oh, I have that, so I might lose it. Alright. I hate to watch you bear this burden alone. Alphina just looks pissed. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. I like how, I think I see why he's making us fight, because he thinks that we're the only ones capable of fighting, and he sees Alphina and Eorzea as just children. They won't do anything. I think he realizes they'll get pissy and probably want to kill him. No, he actually fought him. Turns away limit casualties to reach our destination while drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps after we can try to convince Julius that the can be saved. He truly believes there's nothing they can do for them. No wonder he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before, only out of desire to remain undiscovered, and that's still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations, keep following the railway. Okay. It's kind of car. That guy's got Midgar, some of his little things still following him. That's actually kind of neat. See, my thing is I never could, like, keep using that one just because I got Kiko now. And I just love that character. So I just love the fact that I know what that thing is. It's utterly amazing. Like, and I don't say it as being too spoilery because nobody would have any idea what it refers to at all. Like, in terms of the minions. Like, the people who run around with freaking Crystal, the wind-up missile, and somebody goes, oh, look at that. It kind of looks like Grahatia. That's, like, you people really think that's acceptable? I mean, the Warrior of Light, even then, I could sit there and see you going out, but once somebody reaches Shadowbringers, it's like, you push that in their face enough, they're gonna go, oh. Oh, I just passed that. I'm a goddamn idiot. Oh, look at me, dumb. Oh. I'm a douche. Oh, look at these creepy bitches. What the hell? They got tentacles for arms. Oh, I got this shot too. Bite my ass. Look at these creepy bitches. What the hell? Okay, he might not be wrong. There might be nothing we can do for them. We really might. Transformation is likely irreversible. Those ones are definitely. To think they were once ordinary people. Well, look at what they've become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? I mean, if they're not at that stage, yes. Those exposed to vast quantities of primal evil may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you've got so much trust yourself, perhaps you think twice before speaking of a cure. I don't think he understands that as long as they're not at that stage, we can save them. Is this underground? Where is that aetheryte? No, really, is it underground? It has to be here. Look at that. You idiots, hold on for a minute. I gotta find this aetheryte. Where the hell is it? Ah, it really ain't here. Holy crap. Okay. Oh my god, there's Corellium splates? Hog. Oh my god, that tower looks goddamn beautiful. I want it. A dragon. Yep. Well, I wish there was another way. I thank you for keeping us from harm. Even there in the outskirts, it's plain to see how vastly different Carmel is compared to other cities. Shit, you're telling me. We're almost there. You have kept your side of the agreement, so I'll keep mine. This way. Okay. Oh, is it underground? Oh, you have underground trains? Pog? It's Tyranny, one of the Garlemon's largest stations, downstairs of our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I will be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. I don't trust you? Who the hell is Theodora? She clearly has no intention of speaking with you, obviously. Another... Why the hell would you wait that... Metro? Pog? Metro? They got Metro Exodus in this bitch. Oh my god. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh my god, I want to go in everything. All I see is Metro Exodus on top of my head. This is neat. Maybe not Exodus, but 2033, like before everything fell to ruin. No idea they had such expensive structures built underground. And that would explain why they wouldn't have too much above ground in terms of travel, besides the rail lines for industrial goods. This is cool. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Rokaglass in search of food. Their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor Spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guest, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. Alright. Let's go talk to Numbnuts. I wonder who their commander is. I'm attuning to this before I do anything else. Etherite. Oh. Etherite's not responding, so I can't get back here that way. I'm going through the left side. Screw that. Oh. He certainly looks the part. Now comes the true test. I deal with you in a moment. Who the hell is that?
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Van Kina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
Wow.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
Oh my god. This guy's an idiot. Who cares? Put away your freedom is one thing, but your pride is another. Don't let your ability, like, you people are literally sitting there saying, "Oh, we don't want to surrender or never submit." I'm sorry, but look at what your people have done as an empire. You belittle people, you put them into situations like you have. You treat them as second-class citizens. You sit there and base it around that ideal, and then you go, "Oh, well, if you take control of us, then you'll do the exact same to us." It's like, we don't care, you idiot. Quit focusing on things that don't matter and are minute. Oh, well, you won't let Garland will take over you. Yeah, because your system is flawed. That is why. Whether you like it or not, it's based in factual information. Your viewpoints are flawed. Everything your empire has done is flawed. So you want to sit there and make an argument about it? How about we talk about facts? I don't care what you do, but but just quit trying to kill us. That's all I ask. Whatever you do past that, I don't care.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
I kick your ass, and your ass, and your ass.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
What?
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger army than that.
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Alright, sorry about that. We have to do what Jump could. Seeing who has bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though it may be, we share the warmth of our fire. Eh.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
You gotta love Emmett, buddy. I actually forgot that quote of his. I subconsciously somehow picked Emmett Soaks this thing. I wonder if the second one was him too. Kinda curious on that. Reminding myself not to touch it if it starts to itch. I'd rather not set it off by accident. Anyway, even enough about that. Let's learn what we can from the refugees. Take more than a trifle such as this to deter us. Compared to what Garlean's people suffered in the recent days, these calls are a minor inconvenience. As per Lower Quintus instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertinium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove collars, nor would I, even if I did. If you would try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't, so do try and intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? We're no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you don't, or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning coats and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries, understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation. Above all else, don't use magic of any sorts. You, on the other hand, may go wherever you so wish, even outside the camp. I know very full well I can stop you if I try, but do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interest, Alpha known as they will pay the price. So is this still down? Gee, why did he Zhed? I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends swept them aside in their dozens. They were nothing to you. Maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long till our countrymen return until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. Who cares? So cold. This youngster is virtually losing consciousness. Shouldn't I help him? I know you are the so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off by the blood of our fallen compatriot. I swear I'll... Damn, toward the sutures. All times the worst of law is when within striking distance, I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding astride, we'd be the end of you. Vulgarious treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life, but we made our escape, took shelter in the mansion, tended to the wounded, prepared to strike back, and then night fell. And we gathered around the radio, then the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you call this a mercy, mind intact, but body broken, a soldier in the name alone, I'll cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. I mean, I didn't do it. Very same model as the one used in Victor's spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. Which I'm damn sure it did. Alright, so who was the last person I got to talk to? Oh. CISO. Or Queso. Came with Julius, didn't you? Well, whatever business you brought here, you'd best keep it to your hands off that Aetheryte. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city built by Garleans for Garleans. Could teleport all in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the Aetheryte's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of normal function. Alright, well, Alize's in here too. So cold, it probably hasn't had a proper meal in days. If we only brought some food with us, perhaps I could use a little magic too. No, I mustn't. God, this is so frustrating. Did you learn anything of note? In your final success with my own, their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at a great risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize this precious is all we can do for them at the rest, but cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you allow me to tend to them? The people next guy I have to speak with, could you start there? Just let them use magic, you stupid idiots. Just because you don't have access to it doesn't mean you should just ignore it. Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a little, but I know I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. Least I can do is serve in that way. Damn. That guy pretty much just assumes he's dead. Jesus. So those you met fare no better. I was afraid you would say that. I know we were warned against our meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies? Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize they're not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him, though we need to persuade Julius first. Oh, is it going to be another one of those things where I have to convince him and get the correct responses every time? Well, seen enough. No. I want more. Julius, people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from nearby houses. Most families kept some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still going on getting it is dangerous work and with a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel's a great concern, though we had some Corellium set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are going to get worse instead of better. If it's Corellium we need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can only have some set over. But I'll accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation will change. Aye, everything will change. One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. It's mysterious country rumors, I assume. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you can do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted or the bastards were loyal servants of the Talafaroi. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We've identified the seat of the enemy's power. We realized Lord Quintus has passed a message of the 10th Legion saying as much, and instructed them to join forces for provincial allegiance to prepare for a combined assault on Telefore. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills, then we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we'll bring you Corellium. Buddy, just accept the help, for God's sake, you stubborn pricks. Put your pride aside. I'll speak with Lord Quintus. So, did he agree to it? Nope. No, he will not place Garlean on the dead of our enemies. I have, however, ordered the search for Corellium outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. Farewell, after all, many hands make light work. Oh, you're a lot more trouble than you're worth. Once we're outside, you'll follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Well, that's hardly the solution we had in mind. If we'll have to suffice for this for the time being. Without our healing magic is all we can do for these people beyond the words of encouragement. This is way we'll be able to offer them tangible assistance. Gloves, Pog. We got our search for Corellium in Regio Urban Sima. Best location is Forum Solius, a park to the northwest of the station. You are to remain close at all times and act and only as ordered. Follow me. I like how this guy still considers like Garlemald is not in a horrible situation right now. Dude, you are living in the train tunnels of your freaking empire, bruh. Accept the L and accept defeat. There's nothing you can do in this situation except accept defeat. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get it going. Let's see, where is he at? There he is. So this Makara graveyard from War Shana, it was once a park. Oh god. This is the place. So this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for amongst all for all these buildings. Actually, the recreation areas came first. Houses were built later around them. Hillside requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the Empire, the great Solus Sos Galvus. We got to extract beryllium from the wrecked Magitech armor. No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity, but as our beryllium has been stolen, we must scour to see it for every last drop. Well, I don't expect to find anything here. I decided to try one more time, in case something has been overlooked. I say then, with your permission, we'll commence the search. Alright. Seriously. Somebody can already fly. I hate you. Wait, is that the... Wait a minute. Where'd they go? Was that the dinosaur one you can get? The pterodactyl one? I think that's supposed to be super rare if that was it. Curious Special Director, check on the fuel canisters have long been since enduring beryllium, as Julius said. This, whatever appears to have some sort of symbolic meaning relating to this park, even though the place is named Solus, there doesn't seem to be a statue of him, well, at least not anymore. Maybe it's once a fountain or somewhere the man himself used to sit, not that it would matter even if we knew, but I cannot help wondering. Wait, what? Did you guys know the people that follow you adjust themselves based on your camera direction? Really? Extractor is built to solve Imperial Warships armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations, but upon suspect appears to be more than the children's side. Why does that need to be explained? Obviously, it's the freaking children's side. Oh, I wonder when you do all this, whether all this, like, this whole area gets, like redone or something. That'd be really freaking cool, dude. Like, you win the war and this all gets, like, turned back into, like, this happy area where everybody can kind of meet up at. That'd be so cool. That's a great project for the next 10 years for him. Several points of interest are marked on the map for Solius. The pawn children's play areas here acknowledge however none will require the use of beryllium. Well, there's an ether current. Might as well grab this while I'm here. I'll have to run around and get all the ether currents and see if I can get them all while here. I think there's no area that should be blocked off, so this is actually an area I could probably get access to them all at. And I think the last one was down here in the shop counter. That's a shop? There's no door. Though rather small by Garlean standard, structure is reminiscent of a merchant stall. Perhaps it is built for children to play at shopkeeper. There's nothing inside resembling magic or device that would be fueled by beryllium. I'm very confused. That is such a weird looking stall. There's no door to get anywhere, so it's like whatever you have is on the front end of it. It's like really weird. It's like no resources. Hey look, somebody has another one of the ancient ones. Pog. Kiko got a friend. Whew. I didn't find any. Can you just please take the stupid crap we have access to? Oh, it's you. Any luck? Nope. Can you just please take the free Corellium that we have access to, you stupid morons? How do you know the 10th's even coming? There's no sign of any Corellium. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. Couldn't help noticing you gazing at the pond. Something the matter? What? Yes, I mean, no, I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over, so like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done, every time. Every time we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. The Corellium-powered heater by any chance? I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. That was a long time ago when the water still flowed clear and it wasn't this blackish muck. You can't see a thing and I can't remember where the hatch might be. Machinery might most likely be broken. The amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? I never call you. Which about as skint they saw it, but the first has a few foreign signiferi and medicae, so it doesn't scare me. Then I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alpha knows you have a knack for finding dry wood. Why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of air fire should do the trick. Leave it to me. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed cerulean from a frozen lake like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park, and we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. So fancy it up. Little friendly competition might make things interesting. The last thing we need is you catch them cold. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. That's the way we'll find it in no time. I just want to find a Garlean tank as raw egg, though I dare say we'll both smell like raw eggs when this is over. Can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm not. It's probably the one at the far corner. Having to muck your wife with empty-handed to add injury to insult, the ice you went on your damn clothes and chills you to the bone. I hate this game. Having to muck your wife with empty-handed, add injury, though it's on. Yeah, I'm wetting again. I assumed it was this one, so I'm going to make the assumption it is. Alright, chose you the bone. Yep, I was right. Felt right. Beneath the water, your fingers catch on to think might be a handle. I'm not holding anything. You open the hatch and retrieve a Corellium tank. I'm not holding anything. Lol. Heavy ground comes with great press costs. You're becoming acutely aware of the freezing cold and rancid smell or rancid odor emanating from every limb of your body. George doubtless compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver him your prize. Are you insulting me? Well, I was able to, so. Yeah, you found it? There must be another one around here somewhere. Lol. Did you find anything? Oh, I hope you did. Temperature regulated Corellium tank. Ooh. That's it. There's still some Corellium left. Ah, the fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alpha another hand. Call me all dawn because by fire I am reborn and my clothes are mostly dry now. Appreciate you recovering Corellium, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated in Lord Quintus' eyes, you're still in void for deserving protection. If you were to die on my watch, he would be most displeased. Your concern is only noted, but it's all well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did, not far from you. Father was an accomplished researcher in the Jews, and for his contribution to the Empire, awarded an estate. We lived well, better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine, and so much more. Even during the coldest winter, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off a coat, and sitting down for a hot meal with family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the light in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song of happiness. And although summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we climbed to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble, those friends dead, and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had. Soon our chance will come. We need to hold on a little longer. Oof. Well, at least my clothes are fine, though we can still do with a proper wash. Owing to my officer queued in gathering firewood, I was even able to provide Julius some basic pointers on the subject. I thought it might help him not further the report and distract him from his other concerns. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapade to the pond, there's another location I lecture just outside the park. Well, this is how I see it. I actually extended this episode, I think, somewhat. I want to end it here. So when we come back, everybody, we're going to go no good deed, and I'm assuming what it means, unpunished. So we're going to continue on, going to keep strong, and we're going to finish more of the missions next time in Endwalker. AKA, I'm probably going to wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning again tomorrow. Maybe have a nice freaking bowl of something to eat. Probably Jimmy Dean's breakfast bowl. Poggers. It's good stuff. Cup of coffee. And prepare to play another round of Endwalker. So I actually don't like waking up that early because I hate waking up at 6 and seeing the fact that it's 6 o'clock. But with no queue time at that hour, it was amazing, dude. So I got to play or join without having to wait that long. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. Me myself, I probably ain't gonna actually drop out of the game just yet. I'm gonna see if Red's on. If he's on, I'll probably play it with him. If not, I'll probably end up doing whatever. I'll probably run around, do some of the Beast Tribe quests, go to Golden Saucer. But as always, Demon gives you guys the outro, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, everybody, this is Demon telling you goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Endwalker. Again, I probably won't get too lucky and have too many openings because there's gonna be so many people playing Endwalker. So I'm doing a custom little outro for it this time around. So as I always sit there and say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks.